Good morning. Today is serial episode 2 day. If you have not finished listening to episode 1, that needs to be your top priority. Go back, answer the question from yesterday, and then move into today. Today, we're going to hit on ethos, pathos, logos as well. So I want to talk about that briefly with you here in just a second. But also, I have up a blank Google Doc because ideally you have a blank Google Doc that you're taking some notes on. I like to separate mine up into different episodes. So, like episode 1, the alibi, that was yesterday's, and maybe I want to start creating my character list. So I have Adnan, I have Hay, I have Jay so far. I also have Rabia, the cousin, Asia, and Christina. I'm looking up so I can spell it. Christina Gutierrez. Also, I think it's important to have in there Sarah Koenig, who is the author, the narrator of this. So you have all these characters, and ideally you are in there giving me characteristics of each one, like Adnan, community golden boy, Jay, drug dealer, Rabia, cousin, but also an attorney. Asia was the one that wrote the 3 letters. So again, I'm just trying to find like characteristics, but also like what are they in the story. So I would also just be taking some notes over. I pull up the transcript as I'm reading or as I'm listening, and then I can just directly pull evidence from that. Because remember that you are having to think of, is Adnan innocent or guilty? That's what you will be arguing at the end. So I'm constantly going back in my head, like, is there evidence that I can pull over from the transcript? So that way I have it all. So at the end, you'll have to cite evidence from each episode to support your case. So it's usually easier if you just already have it in your notes. So just copying and pasting over a line. Like if you see where he, like yesterday, when Asia had had the letters and she said, that she saw him at the library, I could pull that over as evidence to support that Adnan was innocent. Now, if you are going to say that Adnan was innocent, you also have to look at who was guilty then. Who do you think did it? So maybe you want to start building a case against Jay, or we're going to have other characters start coming into play. Maybe you want to start building a case against them. I want you trying to use, and I'm going to pull this up right here for you, ethos, pathos, and logos. So we've got 3 types of evidence here. Ethos is looking at gaining trust. So you're being trustworthy, you're being knowledgeable, you're well-meaning, you're using good sources, anecdotes. So if I pull out like almost like with the schedule, like this is what their schedule looked like on the day of the killing on the 6th. I am trying to be knowledgeable about his schedule. I'm also using an anecdote because that was his day. I'm using a fact because that's what he remembers. So I'm using a good source though. So Jay might not be the most ethos person. He might be more pathos when we're dealing with emotions because he is very emotional. He is talking about that. He uses a lot of intense language, and he has some anger in him, and he speaks with that. And he speaks very confidently, but he is totally trying to get at the emotional pull, not necessarily just facts. So Jay is very pathos, very emotional. So think of those commercials. I always think of like the puppies with the Arms of the Angel song in the background. That's usually your emotion driven, where they're trying to evoke an emotion out of you in order for them to get you on their side. So all of this is for creating an argument. I'm going to use either ethos, pathos, or logos, or all 3 to create an argument. Ideally, the answer would be I'm using all 3 to make my argument. Now, logos is just simply that I'm using logic, rationality. I'm using facts, reasons, figures. I'm using all of the basically math brain to help support this. So again, ethos is looking at trustworthiness. Why could I trust you as a credible source? Pathos is looking at emotion. How can I get you to be on my side, trying to strike an emotion out of you? And then logos, by using facts, by using statistics, all of that super fun stuff. So today you're going to listen to episode 2. Feel free to log in with me during class. However, you can also just listen to it using any streaming device that you have or the link that I post. If you want to log into a Google Meet with me, that's great, and I look forward to seeing you. just know that you need to log in like 2 minutes early. I wouldn't waste too much time logging in because, like yesterday, I usually get into it fairly quickly. Headphones are ideal. Use the headphones to listen. Otherwise, it does get a little grainy. You need to have up the transcript. All of this stuff is very Googleable as well. So you're looking up, the transcript for episode 2. You're looking up Serial season 1, episode 2. It'll bring up the audio for you. So Serial is everywhere. So it's easy to find. That being said, guys, email me today. Do a direct email to me if you have a question. Oftentimes the comments are just getting lost into my junk mail and I'm not seeing it, and it's not purposeful. So again, try to email me if you have a question today. Also, don't wait until the last minute to join my Google Meet because you can easily get the wrong code or the link doesn't work. Just know all that. Remember, the code is going to be sulky office hours. If you can't click on the link and it doesn't work, because sometimes it does expire, just go in using sulky office hours. Other than that, guys, today you have a question that you'll answer about ethos, pathos, logos, like how is Sarah creating her argument using those 3 types of evidence. I will see you guys later. Email me with questions. Talk to you guys tomorrow.